Hey, all right. So it looks like we're back in business. I'm gonna move this camera around a bit because we are now also live streaming on Instagram, and it's a bit of a wonky thing here. In the sense that it's vertical only. So it's probably only gonna see what's in the center of the camera. So I guess this is pretty much the best we can do. It's not in terms of what was I gonna say? In terms of the setting up for Instagram, not great, to be honest. You have to copy a stream key pretty much every single time you want to stream, but you know, it's something. I'll take it. It's not a massive amount of work to be worrying about, but yeah, still something. All right, so it's been ages since I actually did my warm-up, so we kind of lost that benefit, I guess. So we fired up the Apple Watch to track what we do. So I haven't been live streaming the workouts in a long while because I've been feeling really bad. I've been kind of a bit sick around Christmas. That was already a month ago. But then just kind of on off feeling like kind of dog shit, and then alright, and then I've been so pressed on time that I basically just did something really fast at the gym at the end of my workday or somewhere in between, so I couldn't be asked to stream them, nor would it really make sense because I would do something here for a few minutes and then do something else. Yeah, and also a bunch of just being overworked, so it's been a chore to set this up. But I do very much prefer doing the workouts first in the day. We're already quite a bit into the day. And also prefer doing the live streams for the sake of, well, everything. So trying to get back on that horse, and hopefully I feel good enough consistently that I can actually, do this. But it's back and forth with all the health stuff. So let's start. We're gonna do benching today, just bench press. We have the camber bar here, so a bit of a curve, more travel distance, and we're just gonna work to a working weight, and then I'm probably gonna do 2 working sets, and that's gonna be it for today. Oh, we're gonna do arms after that, obviously, and actually some shoulders. So, but it's still pretty not a lot in terms of what I'm used to doing, at least back in the day. But let's try and dig ourselves in here. Do a bit of a warm up. So the dizziness and the vertigo is still pretty bad. I'm just almost passing out doing a warm-up set with just the bar. But it's less to do with the weight and seems to have more to do with the blood flow to the brain. Obviously, if you're passing out, but it's something in my trap neck area. Hopefully, because as far as we know, there doesn't seem to be an issue with my brain vessels, at least. Thank the Lord for that. But yeah, it's pretty benching. I'm gonna pass out if I stay too long in that position. So it's probably the traps in the shoulders, stuff like that. So I think we're gonna do the bench first, then we're gonna do the shoulders, just to kind of pre-exhaust the shoulders, and then because I'm trying to really target this side lateral for the shoulder work. So that's really the idea. Let's use a bit of this. I want to kind of smoothen up a lot of this tissue because it's feeling pretty tight. But luckily it feels pretty responsive. Like on some days, your body just doesn't want to receive the treatment. But this feels pretty promising. I also tried to increase my statin dose earlier this week, but it makes me feel so horrible that I went back down to the previous dose, which is fine because apparently I should get most of the benefit, the vast majority of the benefit, even with that dose. So that's good. So I'm not feeling not feeling all that great yet, but I'm hoping within a week I'll feel at least as good as I did before upping the dose. So this is feeling good. It's a good sign. Just really try and dig in there. Loosen up a bunch of that tissue. Oh crap, what did I do? No, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Cool. Next warm-up set. Oh. Good. shit. One of these locks has decided to break, so I gotta try and fix that. At some point, I'll do another round on this one because it seems to be working. We're getting pretty loose here, so that's good. And again, I like to work the forearms and also the biceps. Even if I'm doing a pushing movement, it still affects the range of motion. The bicep just gets a bit of rid of that extra tension in the arm, so you just feel a bit more mobile. Yeah, this is feeling pretty good, so we can just go ahead and do the actual work. I need to actually take my ring off so I don't destroy it. Unlike the steel door. Oh, fucking Elrond up in this bitch. Yeah. So the wrist isn't feeling great, so we probably need to bring in the wraps. It's still, I don't actually know where the pain comes from, but well, I know the location, but it's really after the heart operation that it's been that way. There's still some residual pain there. But it should be pretty manageable. So last time we did the working sets with this weight, so I'm probably going to be pretty satisfied if I can always need to remind myself which way these things go. I've never been a huge wrap user. Trying to fit all of this stuff in the hand. Do a watch and a wrap. This is a really poorly placed. How do I get enough space for all of this shit in my hand? There we go. Guess that's the best I can do. Yep, that's decent. All right. Lost something in the way here. Something dropped. Oh, it was my watch. Coming out of this case, which is broken, so that's why it falls out. Okay, so it seems like the wrap mitigates the wrist pain case, because this is completely fucked.
Workout paused.
Let's end that one. We're just not gonna track that today, I guess. So the bench is feeling pretty good. The only thing is the left shoulder, which is kind of difficult to. I just really need to focus on keeping it in place. And that's pretty much it, which is tricky enough. So it's gonna wrap up once again. It's a pretty poor wrap. Let's try that again. Here we go. We've added 5 kg onto this, so we'll see how it feels. If it feels heavy enough, then I'll just go into the working set, and if not, then we'll go up. But we'll just I'll just have to see how it feels. Cool. Yes. So that is a working set. You know, feeling kind of those minor, you can't call them tweaks, but like I can tell the body isn't quite used to this, so you gotta keep it conservative enough just to give it a chance to adjust to this. Really, the main thing is to focus on the back, keeping everything tight and tucked in. Then I'll be fine. But other than that, I'm surprised, however, that I don't feel like I need to take huge rest pauses here. So that might be that my cardio has actually improved, because I do a bit of running after every workout. So that's been pretty good. It's actually been feeling pretty good also while doing it. So it's, that's a positive. Cool. Let's get this bar readjusted. There we go. And let's get into it before my hands go numb. Jeez. Oh. Cool. Yeah, I'm really liking this this technique, because it's slow and controlled down, which I still need to work on. It's not like when I watch the video of doing it, it's not as slow. You know, it's very under control. That it's a huge difference between focusing on like slow control versus just like not focusing on it. Big difference. And yeah, so we have that, which makes a massive difference to what you can lift. You have the camber bar, so we really have all the elements that we need to maximize the growth here. I really focus on those things now instead of the weight, because if you gave me a straight bar and it was simply a matter of getting the weight from A to B, I don't even actually know how strong I am right now. Obviously not as strong as I was. Not even close, but it's really interesting to see at some point. I will definitely test that once I get to, you know, if I'm working 60 kg like this with a good amount of reps, which I still can't comprehend at one point how much I did with 60. It's so weird how my body is right now. Because a few months ago, I could bench 60 for way over 20 reps, but I had to stop because I was passing out. That's pretty much the reason. So, well, not pretty much. That's the reason. So that was very strange. But yeah, I mean, if I can get to something like that consistently, then maybe, I don't know. I mean, doing that with 80 would be super nice. So maybe, who knows, we'll be testing that at some point if I can consistently train for more than 2 weeks. All right, so next up, we're gonna do shoulders. And this one, I've been doing these for many weeks now. I don't think any of you have seen this stuff yet. Let's actually be dutiful and really nice to come back to a clean, organized gym, which this isn't because we got shit all over the place, but I still need to sort out this space. I'm obviously gonna reveal my shoulders so that I can see what I'm doing. Obviously not for any sort of aesthetic reason for this stream at all. I would never do that. So, here's our weight. And I want to see so this is what we did last time. Let me try and calculate my way out of this. Yeah, so we have to shift these for these. This might be too much, but I have to see. I gotta see. Oh crap. What did I do? So I'm not sure if Instagram is live anymore. It seems to have closed. Maybe I'll just check here. Not that it really matters here, but no idea what happened. So, what I'm doing is like a side delt raise, but with complete range of motion and super strict. So tough. This really raises my heart rate. So let's go straight into the left. Oh. Jeez. Those are tough. I don't really understand, but they raise my heart rate quite a bit. Such a tiny muscle and still. Cheeks. Then cheeks. There's a lot of stuff here. Venchik says, I want to be on a deficit. It's because I'm actually very or pretty fat for my age. As said above, if I'm eating in a deficit, but I'm getting extremely nutrient-dense foods which keep me full and satiated, I will still feel satisfactory and provide my body all the sorts of nutrients for its growth, right? Yeah, so this depends on many things. Depends on how far into, like how new you are to working out. So if you're a complete beginner, which it seems like you're not, then you can definitely make gains and lose off and keep lifting and certainly try and maintain. But I mean, there are so many ways in which you can push yourself and still see growth. Even if you are in a deficit, and if you have a lot of body fat to burn, the body's going to use that as energy. But the protein is the important thing. And then, like you said, if you eat proper food, good nutrient profile, that's the best case scenario you can do. But you have to focus on like being in the deficit, because that's what's going to burn the fat. You also say, I don't want to recomp because I don't have much time to track every day and my diet will change every day, sort of. I just want to quit refined carbs, which contribute a lot to my calories, and eat better carbs, fruit, veggies. So in this case, I don't know what you mean by recomp, but you will recomp if you lose body fat, and like I said, if you work out, eat enough protein, your composition is going to change because you're going to lose fat but still retain the muscle you have, and you can actually also gain muscle. But yeah, I mean, good idea to get rid of refined carbs, pretty much any processed food, or just eat minimally processed. It's a big one. You definitely want to get an idea of your carb level, how much carbs do you need to and want to eat. That's going to be a big factor. You also say, when I'm on a bulk, I tend to eat only refined carbohydrates, wheat, rice, bread, which anyway won't provide me much nutrition, so damaging my growth anyways. Instead, I can cut out this refined carb source for better, good, healthy carb sources, puts me in a deficit. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like you have the basic gist of it. Yeah, I mean, you want to control the amount of carbs you need, and probably center them around the workouts. Also say, I would love if you can answer whatever asked with whatever knowledge. I just don't want to be guided towards the wrong direction. I am in no way starving myself or depriving myself of food. I'm contradictory to that. Discord server says, teens should never go on a deficit as your body's still growing. Okay, so if you are a teen, so again, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical or professional advice. I'm just sharing my experience and just for informational purposes. But yeah, you definitely, as you're still growing as a teenager, you don't want to be starving yourself. You don't want to be depriving yourself of nutrients and the growth you need, because so much of your growth is still going to just like you said, eat like proper food, nutrient dense food. And yeah, if you were on a deficit, I would make it probably quite small if you're still a teenager and you're growing. This is not advice. It's just for informational purposes. You should consult a nutritionist or a doctor. Not that they necessarily know what the hell they're talking about, but you should do that. But yeah, if you're still growing in height, you want to make sure you're eating well. If you have a lot of extra body fat, even being very like close to your maintenance level is gonna, just the fact that you're growing demands more energy from you. So that I would keep the deficit quite small, and so it will take more time for you to lose the body fat, but you want to make sure that you have enough of what you need to actually grow your body. So yeah, this is definitely not my area of expertise, but I mean, since you're still growing, you want to make sure you get all the nutrients you need and you get sufficient energy so that you can actually grow. You know, like you said, grow your bones, grow to your height, etc. But you know, lift weights, eat good, eat clean, be pretty close to your maintenance level, and I think that should probably solve your conundrum. Let me actually move this camera a bit now. That seems decent-ish. Let's move it a bit more. Something like that. Although this is very high for some reason, but maybe that's better, I don't know. Yeah, I guess to sort of summarize it for you, sounds like you pretty much know enough of what you need. When you're still growing as a teenager, you know, energy demands are greater. So creating that deficit you need is a lot easier, especially if you're active, you exercise, then it'd be a pretty much easier thing to achieve rather than later. But yeah, I would keep the deficit quite small in your case. Just to make sure you're getting enough energy to grow your body. So. Oh. Jeez. We're gonna go back and forth here. From the shoulders to the arms. We're gonna do one more set of the shoulders for this. Oh. Jeez. Fuck. That's it. It's horrible. Jeez. Oh my lord. That's pretty much it. Close to failure, I can stop the limit on that. I got my heart rate really high on that exercise before. It's crazy. So we're just gonna wrap up with one arm extension. I gotta say the dips I did like a very light dip workout last time. But it has done wonders to my shoulders. Even just that one session really opened up a bunch of stuff here, so, and strengthened, so that's really good. All right, that's it. Oh yeah, shit, I gotta do. Actually, I'm probably not gonna do biceps because they hurt. Oh fuck that. We're gonna do the single set of biceps that I've been doing. Yeah, just to keep things. Jeez. Fucking done. All right, that's it for today. Take care of yourself. See you next time. Finished.